Yeah, I was thinking about getting a juice box on the way home. And we're live. Woo Woo News at whatever o'clock. I'm your host, Czar Zabibble Blanchcott the 14th. Good morning, good evening, good, never you mind. I'm your host. Did I already say that? You bet I did. This is Woo Woo News. This just in. Releasing news because breaking doesn't quite feel enough like relief. Local man submits to authority, declares himself alpha of entire universe. Just one. That's adorable. Good, never you mind. Luminous mammals and semi-aware starseeds. I am Czar Zabibble Blanchcott the 14th, reporting live from the Department of Interior Sovereignty, where we regret to inform you that strength has been temporarily outsourced to whoever shouts the loudest. Gasp. In tonight's top story, a man who has never once questioned his preferred authority has officially declared himself the alpha of reality, at least in this quadrant of infinity. When asked how one becomes alpha while simultaneously kneeling, he replied, and I quote, "By aligning with the strongest dead fart." Powerful, moving, deeply upholstered. Experts are calling this phenomenon vicarious roaring. Symptoms include chest puffing during speeches given by other people, feeling taller when someone else dominates someone else, mistaking cruelty for competence, confusing obedience with courage. That's adorable. Somebody get this kid a banana sticker. And now, let's go to the field correspondent, St. Paveclaf. Thank you, Czar Zabibble. I'm here outside the Center for Motivated Reasoning, where officials confirm that many citizens have replaced introspection with subscription. Sources say it's much easier to borrow certainty than to generate clarity. We've all been there. One local resident told us, "I do not self-reflect, I self-protect," which, frankly, is honest. Back to you. Special segment, self-blindness, now in family size. Look at that. Thank you, St. Paveclaf. Tonight, we explore a troubling condition, self-blindness. Not to be confused with actual blindness. Actual blindness has dignity. Self-blindness insists it can see better than everyone else while walking into the same wall repeatedly. Doctors describe it as the inability to observe one's own ego while passionately diagnosing everyone else's. Exciting. Common phrases include, "I just tell it like it is." "I'm not angry, I'm strong." "If my leader did it, it must be good." Researchers have discovered something astonishing. When a person fuses their identity with a powerful authority, the authority's dominance becomes their emotional property. Yikes. Translation: if my guy wins, I win. Patriarchy for the win. Even if nothing in their actual life changes, except the size of their online font. Releasing news. Mirror shortage. In other news, there is currently a national shortage of mirrors that reflect inward. Suppliers report high demand for outward-facing blame lenses, tactical outrage binoculars, and commemorative world's strongest follower trophies. However, a small underground resistance has begun distributing contraband called self-reflection. We gotta protect the kids! It is highly destabilizing. Side effects include admitting you were wrong, feeling embarrassed, oh no, and growing, Exclusive interview with Uncle Blavinius. Uncle Blavinius, why do some people feel powerful while submitting to authority? Simple. It is easier to rent strength than to build it. Some people outsource their spine and declare themselves vertebrate. Nasty business. I've seen it too many times. Once you see, you can't unsee. I'll tell you that. Incredible insight. Terrible imagery. Yes. True strength is the ability to update one's firmware without blaming the manufacturer. Isn't that cute? Thank you, Uncle Blavinius. Public service announcement. Small steps toward freedom. And we all want that, don't we? Now, woo-woo viewers, we're not here to mock the frightened. Sorry, that just came out. We're here to illuminate the path out into the light, into the sun where it's warm and cozy. And you don't have to act like you enjoy being awful, because now you stop lying to yourself. Or one would hope. Because true freedom is not dominance. To bind the freedoms of another does not secure your own. In fact, that's how you invite their lessons into your reality. And we can't have that, can we? But free will is a choice. Good luck to you, kid. It is the ability to self-reflect without collapsing. Here are 5 micro steps toward sovereign consciousness. Pause before applause. When someone you admire says something outrageous, wait 10 seconds before cheering. If you can count that high, ask. I'm not making fun of you. It's just I've seen this kind of thing before. Would I agree with this if someone I disliked said it? If the answer changes, congratulations! You have located your ego. Practice micro admitting. Once per week, say out loud, I might be wrong about this. And mean it. Notice, you did not explode. Notice, the sky did not file a complaint. Separate strength from volume. Ask yourself, is this person strong or simply loud? Strength protects, loudness performs. Which one are you? Comments below. Audit your outrage. When you feel righteous fury, ask, am I defending a principle or my team? If the answer is my team, welcome to Vicarious Roaring Anonymous. Meetings are held in the quiet part of your conscience. All it takes is a moment of recognition. There it is. Befriend the mirror. Each night, ask, what did I defend today that I did not examine? Do not shame yourself. Curiosity is the solvent of self-blindness. Final thought. The most dangerous illusion is believing you are immune to illusion. I'll say it again. The most dangerous illusion is believing you are immune to illusion. Did I say that already? You bet I did. The moment you say, I could never be manipulated, you have handed someone your remote control. True alpha energy, real sovereignty, is the capacity to look at your own mind and say, oh, that's interesting. Why do I believe that? Not with shame, not with collapse. You're stronger than that, aren't you? Good job. Here's a banana sticker. I'm so proud of you. But with courage. Because changing your mind is not weakness. It is evolution with a backbone. But what if they don't believe in evolution? I highly recommend learning about convergent evolution. It'll open your mind. This has been Woo Woo News, where we remind you, if your strength depends on someone else staying beneath you, it is not strength. And if you can question yourself without disintegrating, you are already freer than any throne. Good night, luminous mammals. Reflect responsibly. This message brought to you by the beloved, adorable, mighty I Am Presence. And don't forget, I am here. I am there. I am everywhere. Good morning. Or whatever time it is, the light speaks once and forever. And rest assured, knowing, no matter where you place your attention, you will always be answered in kind.